So this is my three-part, I'll say series on the last three Call of Duties and my opinions. I'll be rating them at the end of it, and we're gonna start off with COD Ghost, and we're gonna go through campaign, multiplayer, and whatever the third thing is. So let's go. Alright, starting off with the campaign. This campaign was probably one of my favourites throughout the Call of Duty history, just because you know, it really sets you in the frame of mind that these are the last guys that can stop the enemies from, you know, taking over the rest of the US and, you know, moving on to Europe and places like that, the other continents. So for me, this is probably one of my favorites, and people don't give Ghost enough recognition for how good it really was and how good it does put you in the mindset of a soldier in the game. For me, that's been lacking from a lot of Call of Duty since, I would say, Modern Warfare 3. For me, the Modern Warfare series had the best campaigns we've seen. So yeah, this is my campaign for Ghost. We're gonna move on to, I think next is multiplayer. Let's just let this go on. Okay, yeah, so multiplayer. Just before this clip starts, this is one of the most OP things. The riot shield with a portable radar. Oh my god, that was so sick. You just see enemies. That is one of the maps flooded. Probably one of my favorite maps. Everything's destroyed and just flooded. It's so sick. This is one of the clips from flooded. The graphics in Ghost was, like, for me they were quite bad, but the guns in the game, oh my god, the guns were really good, but the graphics, the graphics didn't have the gameplay made up for, if you ask me. I mean, people did cry a lot that they died too quick, but you know, it's Call of Duty. So moving on, this is the armory showcase. So you have all the SMGs here. You have the Vector, the MTAR, the K7, the Vepr, the CVJ, and the Bison and the Ripper. Moving on to the assault rifles, you have the Maverick, the Remington, the Honey Badger, the MSBS, the ARX, the FAD, the SA, the AK, and the SC. These are all really good guns. The Honey Badger and the Remington were some OP assault rifles in this game. They were really good, but they were really OP at sometimes. Especially if you had extended mag on them. These are the LMGs, the M27, the melee, the LSAT, and the chainsaw. The chainsaw was such a fun weapon to use. Marksman rifles, no one really hears about these anymore. They were decent weapons. I didn't find myself using them as much as I did assault rifles or SMGs, just because they weren't as fun to use. So yeah, you could really customize them. The customization in this game is pretty decent. You can only have 3 attachments, but it was pretty decent, and you could make some weird looking guns, especially the SVU. That could be a really weird looking gun, and the IA too. So yeah, they were pretty weird. They were decent, but I just didn't really use them. Snipers in this game were a lot of fun. The Maverick A2 was a DLC weapon. It's same as Maverick. The USR, the Lynx, the L115, and the VKS. The L115 was a sick sniper. I don't think people use it as much as they should. Same with the Lynx. The Lynx was a sick weapon. Shotguns, the Bulldog, the FP6, the TAC-12, and the MTS. Didn't really use shotguns as much. Riot Shield, I use it a lot in S&D when I play this game. Portable Shield is the most OP thing I've ever seen in a Call of Duty game. Portable radar, sorry. You can customize the camo on it, give it a gold tint. Secondaries, handguns in this game were decent. They were okay. The 40-foot Magnum was really good up close. The P226 is my favorite pistol we've ever seen in a Call of Duty game. Yeah, there's the 44 Magnum. It was a one-shot sometimes when you were like literally point blank. Some of the lethals, IED was a pretty decent one. Waste knows about that. Canister bomb was decent. The canister bomb had such a huge damage output. It was amazing. C4, Waste knows about that as well. Tacticals. This is what I don't get. They put the 9-banger in the game, but I never saw anyone use it. And no one's ever used this when I've played in a match. No one. I mean, they tried to put it in. It's like they tried to replace the concussion, but it just didn't work. So yeah, trophy system is normal. Motion sensor. They were pretty lackluster tacticals, if I'm honest. Concussion was decent. Smoke was how it is. The perk system in this game was amazing. So if you see there's a number next to all these perks, you had, I think it's 12 slots for all your perks. So say if I used a perk that has 1 next to it, that would take up 1 slot, so I'd only have 11 left. So you would have to choose your perks out wisely. So I always chose, my normal setup was Scavenger, Sleight of Hand. Alright, so moving on to the kill streaks. The kill streaks in this game were fucking dreadful, sorry. But oh my god, I didn't even go for kill streaks in this. I just wanted to get the specialist and be done with it. The support streak was like, you could get a low key from I'm pretty sure you could get a low key from a support drop, if I'm not wrong. It was so yeah, you can get a low key from a support. How? It's the best kill streak. Well, it's probably one of the worst, but it's still the highest one you had to get, and it was still so bad. Oh my, I don't even get that. The customization in this game was decent until they started adding in DLC customization, which was like, oh my god, the amount of microtransactions there were in this game were, I reckon there's over like 20 microtransactions in this game, probably even more than that. That's how over the top way they went with it. And I think they were all priced at like £2, $3 or something like that. Look, all they are just characters from all the old Call of Duties, and they should have just made these free instead of making you pay for them. The only free DLC you got from this was the festive pack, which was a camo and a reticle and an emblem and a title, which was so retarded. And then you could get a Snoop Dogg could be the announcer in the game. Like, they just went so stupid with this game. It just pissed me off, because this was a decent game until, you know, they added all this crap in. So, and then the third game mode for Ghost was Extinction, which for me was so underrated. This is probably one of my favourite third, I don't know what you would call it, third game modes, whatever you want to call it, in a Ghost game, in a Call of Duty game. It was so sick. The level up system was, you would either destroy a hive or complete a challenge, and then that would give you a skill point, which then you could use that to level up the things you had. So say if I had an ammo box, you would level it up once, and you get more ammo when you pull it out of your ass and you throw it on the ground, because that's what you did. You'd pull it out of your character, throw it on the ground, and then your teammates could pick that up. And then yeah, but one thing that was really stupid is the developers came up with the idea of the aliens during a live stream, and they basically said something like, wasn't it, a meteor hits a volcano, so then aliens come out, and that's how you got Extinction, which for me was so stupid. But they could have gone around like a whole origin story, so for me that was pretty fucked up. But the gameplay with it was pretty decent. The first map I could play over and over again. I played the second map, that was okay, but yeah, unless you had a good team, it was quite difficult to actually not complete, I would say get the challenges. To get the challenges was like the thing you had to do. So that was my Ghost. I think I'm going to give it a rating of 7.2. No, you're probably saying, why the fuck would you give it 7, like anywhere near a 7? This game was shit, no one liked this game. Why would you do that? For me, this was a decent game. The campaign story was, for me, one of the best. The multiplayer was good if you weren't bad. I'm not saying I'm good, but if you wasn't terrible at the multiplayer, it was actually a decent multiplayer to play, even though you died pretty fast. The weapons were decent. And then Extinction for me was such a fun game mode. It doesn't come anywhere near Call of Duty Zombies, nowhere near Treyarch Zombies, but it was a decent game mode to play if you didn't play multiplayer. So for that reason I give it a 7.2, but I know a lot of people would disagree. But for that's the first part of this 3-part series, starting with Call of Duty Ghost. And yeah, so make sure you watch the next one, which is Advanced Warfare, and then finally it'll be Black Ops 3. So yeah, see ya. I did also forget to say that the video of Advanced Warfare will be tomorrow after this one's gone up, and then the video of Black Ops 3 will be after Advanced Warfare, so they'll be released a day after each other. So yeah.